Hello everyone, my name is April Sheppard. I'm the Assistant Library Director at the Dean B. Ellis Library, Arkansas State University. I am very thankful and surprised to be the winner of Texas Women's University and Barnett Service Award. I want to thank the award committee. I want to thank my family and then all my co-workers, past and present, because they made me who I am. They made me the librarian I am. I also want to thank Texas Women's University. They gave me the foundation to be a librarian, the confidence to be a librarian and be a leader. And I will admit that I did self-nominate for this award, but I honestly didn't expect to win it. I think like a lot of us, I do have some imposter syndrome, and I thought, surely not me, and I'm happy that it is me. But for me, I grew up pretty poor, and I grew up rural, and I grew up what some might call white trash. So people like me don't go to college. And I was kind of believed that growing up, but I always wanted to go to college. I love learning. I've always loved being around education and ideas and creativity. And so through a series of fortunate events that have happened in my career, I ended up accidentally winning a scholarship. I took the ACT my junior year. It was required for all the students. Got a scholarship for a local university. And I went because honestly, I had nothing better else to do, and I didn't know what I wanted to do with my life. Had no direction. And when I got to Arkansas State University, I found I really love the university environment. I like education in general, but that university environment, the ideas and the different people. So I found a passion there. And I got a job working food service, working my way through college like a lot of students. And then a fortunate, that turned out to be fortunate event happened. I got fired. And I ended up in a panic. And I wasn't fired for my own reasons, just to put that out there. It was because I had a new supervisor who cleaned house and got rid of everyone. But I had no job and I was poor. And I took the very first job I could get, which happened to be a student worker at the Dean B. Ellis Library. I had no idea what a library did. No idea why a college needed a library, what an academic librarian did. I definitely did not know what SUDOC was. I worked in government documents. That was a learning experience. But when I got to the library and as I became comfortable, the only way I could describe it is I found my home. There's something about libraries for me. I am very service driven, but I don't want to do customer service all day long. And I like education and I like teaching. I like showing people how to do stuff, but I really didn't want to have office hours all day or grade paper all day. So libraries is merging of different things. I also get to do something different every day. Every time a student comes and asks me a question, I'm learning something else. I'm constantly being engaged and mentally engaged. So unfortunately, though, I had to graduate at some point. And so when I did graduate, the very first thing I did was find my way right back into the library. I knew this is what I wanted to do. And I became the night circulation supervisor, which had quite a learning curve. If you've never been the night circulation supervisor, it's a different world. And as I was doing that, and I said, yes, this is my career. This is what I'm going to do. And I started looking for graduate schools. And this was in the early 2000s, and the internet was there, and there were online schools, but there weren't that many online schools at the time. And a lot of them had regulations and rules that I really couldn't meet because I didn't have a car, so I couldn't go out of state to spend a semester or a week, and I couldn't afford the hotel rooms either. So Texas Women's University was affordable. I didn't have to have a car. And then I had a program that really offered the classes that I was interested in. I knew I wanted academic libraries. I could have that focus. It gave me a nice foundation and base for everything I was going to learn. And I got lucky because I was early in my career and I was going to school. So I was able to everything I was learning in class, I could directly apply it to my job. And everything that was happening in my job, I was able to use as examples in my discussion board questions. And then I became a librarian. I got very lucky again. The government documents librarian, who was my previous supervisor as a student worker, got another job, and they gave me his job with very sternly worded letters about what would happen if I didn't finish my degree. So my last semester at TWU, I was doing my practicum and working as a newly hired government documents librarian, which fortunately me and my previous staff supervisor got along very well. And so I became more confident. And eventually I started teaching. And me teaching, if you would have ever asked me about teaching, I'm very shy. I'm very, very introverted. I'm very nervous making this video right now. But it gave me that foundation. And then again, TWU gave me that foundation to kind of give me that confidence. And then I had the world's worst BI. I was the second time I had ever done bibliographic instruction on my own, and everything went horribly, horribly wrong. 95 students, and the technology died twice in class. But the good thing is BIs were a breeze after that. So even though I still get nervous doing BIs, in my mind, it can never be as bad as that biology BI. And then again, as I got confidence, I just started volunteering for everything. At some point, we needed a librarian for faculty senate. None of the librarians wanted to do it. I said, fine, I'll do it. I became faculty senate. I got to faculty senate, and they needed a secretary. No one wanted to be the secretary. I said, fine, I'll do it. So this is kind of how my career has happened. And then I'm not an outgoing person, but I like to get things done, and I like to see things through. And I found that I do really like service. I like helping, and I like helping my community, both my campus community and my surrounding community. So I was finding different avenues to help. And I went to my first conference. It was actually Computers and Libraries, and then started going to other conferences, and again got that confidence. And I went from my first ALA conference to becoming an ALA a member mentor, an ALA ambassador, and it kind of gave me my ground, my footwork into ALA. I also started feeling more confident on campus, finding ways to do more service on campus. I served on University Award Committees, the Lecture Contest Series, and again, Faculty Senate, which I still am a part of Faculty Senate, even though I'm not the secretary. I do maintain the Faculty Senate web pages. And as I was doing these different things outside of the library, I found what my passion was. Libraries are my calling, but diversity and equity and inclusion are my passion. These are things that I care very, very, very deeply about. So being on these committees allowed me to speak up and allowed me to be an advocate. And so this kind of led me down a path where I was becoming more outspoken, more of an advocate, more saying, hey, we need to do this. And then some, things in the world happen, and we all know what they were. And I got really frustrated with the state of the world, and I felt like I couldn't do anything. I went to protests, and I wasn't helping. And then I got this random letter one day, said, hey, ALA Social Responsibilities Roundtable needs members. Hey, do you want to be an Action Council member? I said, I don't even know what that is, but sure. And I ran for Action Council of CERT. And surprisingly, I won. So I became a member of CERT, and I went to my very first CERT meeting. And much like Faculty Senate, we were sitting around the table, and they said, hey, we need the coordinator-elect. And no one raised their hand. I said, fine, I'll do it. So I'm currently the coordinator of the ALA Social Responsibilities Roundtable. And it's been very rewarding, and I do so much, and I feel like I contribute, and it gives me ability to say these things out loud that I feel, and to be around people who have these same feelings and these same things that they want to change. And I've had a lot of opportunities with CERT. I work on the website. I help create the new logo. I also do work with the Rainbow Roundtable. I'm part of their web team. And this confidence being involved with ALA I kind of took that into my university. And again, I was a student worker here, so I'm in a really strange situation. So part of me feels like that kid still, that imposter syndrome. But as I became more confident in CERT, as I became a leader in ALA, I've tried my best to take that into the university. I am now a member of the University Diversity and Affirmative Action Committee. I chair the university's Diversity Plan Review Committee. I am a certified Title IX advisor. I'm also certified in CPR and CERT. I am a member of the university's first community emergency response team. So I am trained in rescue missions, rescue operations, but fortunately most of the work that I do with CERT is vaccine clinics. I've been working a lot of COVID vaccine clinics lately, and it's very rewarding. So I can give back not just to my university and to my students, but it's also giving me the opportunity to work with my community and do that. And I'm very thankful for the experiences that I have and how everything in my life has shaped me to be who I am and give me a platform for the things that I believe really, really strongly in. And it's somewhat humbling to be the winner of the Ann Barnett Service Award, because Ann Barnett, if you're not familiar with her, did a lot of work with the Denton Women's Interracial Fellowship. And they worked together to work on desegregating Denton, Texas, and breaking down racial barriers, which are things that I feel very strongly about and I obviously approve of. So I hope that Ann would approve of me and the work that I do, and I hope to continue doing this work and making a difference at my university, at ALA, and maybe one day even nationally. So thank you again, everyone. Thank you for listening to me. Have a good night.